Howdy folks, Creepy Kentuckian here with you today. And since the Severin summer sale starts later on tonight, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to take a look at one of their newer box sets that was recently released that I had a chance to dig into. And believe it or not, it has nothing to do with Who's the Boss, right? I know that's kind of a inside joke that this is the DANZA MACABRA collection, volume 3. Now this one is Spanish Gothic horror movies, and previously I think it was Italian Gothic. I think the first two volumes, the second volume was 4Ks and Blu-rays. They went back to all Blu-rays with this release. I think that was the smart move. I mean, these are really obscure films that Severin had restored, and all four making their worldwide Blu-ray debuts with this edition here. And we're going to talk about the movies individually, and there are 4 total, and go through the extra features. There's a lot, and just discuss this edition. Severin, this is kind of what they do: restoration of older genre films that people may not be aware of, that they may want to check out, and that's exactly what this is. These are all from Spain and are movies that I had never ever heard of before. It's a nice addition here from Severin. They always do a bang up job with these sets, and this is just class. This is a touch of class, right, with DANZA MACABRA. So let's dig in to the box of MACABRA. In DANZA MACABRA Volume 3, there are 4 classic shockers from the 1970s that represent the genre at its most audacious. First film up, 1971, Necrophagus, directed by Miguel Madrid. In this one, young Michael returns home after a lengthy time away due to work, only to discover his wife and newborn baby has passed away during childbirth. The circumstances are rather mysterious, and Michael doesn't like the answers that he's getting. This one's kind of a surreal experience. Tons of moods in this one as well. Next up, from 1971 as well, it's an anthology movie called Cake of Blood, baby. 4 young filmmakers, 4 different tales, previously unavailable outside of Spain. An hour and 29 minutes. Pastel de Sangre is also known as. And this is a movie that deals with witches, ghosts, Frankenstein's monster, and a Christian versus vampire story, just to add to its insanity. The next one up, Cross of the Devil, aka La Cruz del Diablo, directed by Hammer director John Gilling. This one's about a British novelist that travels to Spain to visit his sister. When he arrives, he discovers that she has been killed by a gang of devil-worshipping thieves called the Devil's Cross. This one is the unofficial 5th Blind Dead movie. And then rounding out the set is from famed Spanish filmmaker Leon Kilmovsky, The Night of the Walking Dead from 1979, aka it's mainly known as Strange Love of the Vampires. Set in a 19th century village where a young aristocrat is suffering from a deadly illness and finds herself drawn to the underground world of vampires and strange sexual shit. Lots of boobs, blood, and chaos in this one. Night of the Walking Dead is a bit of a stretch for the name of the movie. Doesn't really fit. Strange Love of the Vampire is much more accurate on what the movie actually is. This is kind of like a 18th century Gothic / seduction style movie. Not a whole lot of horror to it, but it does have some pretty cool atmospheric scenes. So there we go, rounding out the set, guys. This is a real interesting one. In particular, Necrophagus is one to watch out for. I actually really enjoyed the vibe of that. Definitely reminded me of the early Italian movies that I watched and kind of got hardcore into the Italian horror scene. But this one, man, is loaded up with special features. We want to take a look at the set too and get into these. So these will open up like a slide box there, and the movies just come right out. And I love the artwork styles on these too. Necrophagus, Cake of Blood, baby. Cross of the Devil, look at that. How cool is that? And The Night of the Walking Dead, which, from what I understand, this one was not really known at all under the name The Night of the Walking Dead. I don't know where they got that, but if you go on IMDb, it is 100% under Strangelove of the Vampires. But yeah, I mean, kind of no frills, one disc editions here. All these are on Blu-ray. The transfers on these are fantastic as well. We're going to go through the special features on these too while we're at it. In a nutshell, though, before we get into the special features, this is the one that, for some reason, that I was drawn to the most in this set. Just has a spooky, all of them are gothic, so they got that gothic vibe going for them. But I really liked this one. I mean, especially in the first hour or so, I was really drawn into this one. But anyway, special features in Necrophagus. There is an audio commentary with Andy Marshall Roberts, host of the Nasty Pasty podcast. Something You've Never Seen, an appreciation by Angel Sala, head of programming at the Sitges Film Festival, the first horror film festival in the world. Remembrance by Mara Pillar Rafaelez, daughter of Sitges Film Festival's founder Antonio Rafaelez. Trailers and more in Necrophagus. Cake of Blood, baby, and Cake of Blood included an audio commentary with Rod Barnett of Nashi Cast, The Bloody Pit of Horror, and Dr. Adrian Smith, co-author of Norman J. Warren, Gentleman of Terror. My Generation, an interview with actress Marissa Paredes. I Just Wanted to Have Fun, an interview with co-director Jamie Cavari. To Whoever Wants to Watch, an interview with actor Jose Lafonte. And Art House UFO, appreciation by Angel Sala, head of programming at the Sitges Film Festival. Cross of the Devil, the Lost Motley Crue song. Now, here's the special features. Audio commentary with Kim Newman, author of Anno Dracula, and Barry Forshaw, author of Brit Noir. Fascinating Bequire, an interview with screenwriter Juan Jose Porto. The Real Templar Knights movie, an appreciation by Angel Sala, head of programming at the Sitges Film Festival. Fantasy and Imagination, the legacy of Gustavo Adolfo Bequer. Video essay by Xavier Aldana Reyes, author of Spanish Gothic, National Identity and Collaboration and Cultural Adaptation. And finally, the extras for the Night of the Walking Dead. Audio commentary with Kat Ellinger, author of Daughters of Darkness, A Deadly Invitation to Another Dimension, a Precious Film Festival, Leo's Signature, an interview with writer Juan Jose Porto, Dead Man Walking, an interview with actor Jose Lafonte, Spain's Cinematic Vampires, a video essay by Xavier Aldana Reyes, author of Spanish Gothic, National Identity, Collaboration, and Cultural Adaptation, an alternate Spanish credit sequence, and more in The Night of the Walking Dead. So guys, with this one here, there is all kinds of stuff to dig into A lot of these movies you have never heard of before, obviously never seen before. They haven't been readily available. I think it's a really cool thing that Severin are saving and restoring these movies for future audiences years and years ahead of time. That's kind of why they're around. Dude, they knocked it out of the park with this set. No shit. Like, this is not necessarily my thing when it comes to Spanish horror movies. I don't know a whole lot. We've reviewed them over the years, a few classics. But this set in particular, I haven't seen the other DANZA MACABRA sets, but they went all out with this. I mean, the attention to detail, the restoration on these movies, they're all beautiful. They look great. Are they amazing movies? Probably not. But they're cool. They got a cool vibe. Gothic, classic Gothic horror, Spanish. It was made in the 70s. So yeah, I mean, this set, I actually highly recommend this set. 8 hours of special features included as well. This one is out now. I don't think it's going to be a part of that sale later on tonight. But I do know that the first DANZA MACABRA sets on Saturday are going to be half off the retail price. So if you want to go and pick those up, severinfilms.com, and check this one out as well. Be sure to check us out. We're going to have a live coverage of the Severin sale tonight with Born to Be Rad and Planet CHH. Stay tuned to that. It starts around 11:30 p.m. We're going to be running on fumes at that point, I'm sure. But be sure to check that out. And we're over at DEADPIT.com.
Give us the thumbs up.
Up you butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a fuck.
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit Radio shirts. You can get Last Out on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. DeadPit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows, fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.